Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Danville. And as you may know, I've been on the road this week, so there are a few less vlogs than usual, but we are going to have as many as we can. And today our question comes to us from Draconum Blade. And Draconum Blade has this question. Is it wrong to desire wealth or to use magic to attract wealth? And Draconum Blade informs us that he would like to become wealthy in order to fulfill certain personal goals. But he looks at people who are wealthy and he sees that many of them are greedy and otherwise bad people, and he doesn't want to become like them. And he realizes this fear is holding him back, and he would like my advice. And in asking this question, Draconum Blade has answered a very important part of it, because people very often ask, can I use magic to draw money or various other things? And is this right or is this possible? And they often find that for them it will be impossible, and they don't understand why. Draconum Blade has, in asking the question, also provided the answer to that question, because many people have very complicated attitudes toward money and many fears and limitations connected to it. It might be the fear that money will make them into bad people. It might be the belief they could not have money. It might be the idea that money is bad. And although the idea that money is bad is a Judeo-Christian teaching rather than a pagan teaching in general, it's nonetheless very current in contemporary pagan society. And what does one do if one really wants to have more money in one's life, but one has these blockages, limitations, and fears? Well, obviously the thing you do is shadow work. You need to identify what it is that you feel, and then you need to ask yourself, do I truly believe this? Or is this just a blockage that I'm carrying from earlier in my life? Very often we hold old belief systems which were perfectly good when we first adopted them, but have become outmoded and do not serve our needs today. And shadow work is the way to get rid of them. There are many techniques you can use for shadow work. And one of these days I'll go into more of them, but the ones I normally recommend are a simple burning where you write down what you want to send away and you burn it and send it away, or for those who have a little bit more experience and knowledge, soul retrieval. And these two are very powerful techniques. Burning sounds so simple and so childish, but it really isn't. And those are the things I most commonly recommend. But of course, there are 1,000 techniques of shadow work. And if you take our first degree course, there are many different techniques of shadow work right there. So shadow work really is the answer to how you can address these blockages. But the other important thing is you have to ask yourself, do you really believe these things? Do you really believe that money will make you a bad person? I don't really see that it inherently should, but it is something that you must consider. And if you don't really believe that, well then send it away, or heal it, or resolve it, or whatever it is you want to do. Another very good technique of shadow work that might be helpful, that I don't mention so often, is found, I believe, in our second degree book, where you personify the blockage and then you do healing for it just as if it were another person. This can be a very effective technique as well, and as I say, there are many, many, many techniques. So those would be my thoughts on the matter. I hope you find them helpful, and until next time, may you blessed be. Pray for peace. Pray for love. Pray for stability. Pray for the nation where you live. Pray for the world. Reverend Don's Omnibus of Incantations and Invocations for All Occasions from witchwillstore.com. This massive compendium of spells and artwork was created by me and Marianne Kay and is available to you to use in any way that you would like from witchwillstore.com. Check it out today.